So on the morning of January 15th, 2024, we were on our way to a England under-20s training camp. It was same as usual, same drill. Becky Boyd, Leah Green, Molly Lutai and myself were all getting ready to go, picking us up from our house. We were chucking all our bags in the boot, as many as you possibly could. Girls always packing too heavy for stuff. And we were heading down the M1, and unfortunately, we just got hit from behind by a van, and we ended up turning and hitting a central reservation. From that, I ended up crushing my pelvis and dislocating my hip in the crash. The other girls had injuries too. Molly Lutai had a crushed pelvis. Leah Green had quite a severe concussion, and Becky Boyd, who was the driver, had broken her back.
I personally haven't thought about it for a while. It does bring back emotion because, I remember just going into the office, getting a call, say they've been in a car accident, the four of them, and you sort of almost feel like they've just gone round the corner too quickly and bumped into, the nearest car. But the severity of the accident was horrific, and finding out probably the detail of the accident was pretty tough for someone who cares about them and cares about their development.
The strange part of that is that I honestly we all thought it wasn't as bad as it was until later on. But that's when Loughborough took over, and they have been absolutely amazing. I had all my physios were calling in every week. Even when I wasn't here, I was bedbound for 5 months. It was every week. I had Nathan calling me, I had Sam calling me, but mostly the physios always being like, just make sure you're doing you're getting out of bed and you're just walking, and make sure that you're moving it, keeping everything going. They were amazing. When I came back as well, I came back to Loughborough in April 2024. So for that whole time I was bedbound pretty much, couldn't do anything. I didn't come off crutches until a month later, being in Loughborough till May. But Loughborough staff, Loughborough University, they're the ones who put me through all that rehabilitation with England's input and support. So by then I was told, kind of December time, that's Grace, you're going to be running. And that for me, I was like, oh my God, like rugby's back. Like I'm actually going to be on a field in boots. I can do this. And then again, unfortunately, I've finally gotten back. I'm running. It's almost coming around to the kind of the year mark. I'm thinking everything's happening, everything's going right. I was doing some testing in the gym with some Loughborough Lightning, in the Loughborough Lightning gym slot in Powerbase, and I'd broken my ankle because there was just an accident with a jumping situation, and I'd broken my ankle and my foot literally the week of being invited back into 20s. So for me, that was a really, really big setback mentally for me. It was like, it's almost been a year. And what's crazier as well is it happened a year to the day of the crash. It was the anniversary, it happened. We'd literally just gone out for coffee the morning of to celebrate it. And I just thought, I can't do this again. I cannot mentally, physically force myself to get out of bed and run and go and do all this testing and meet these markers that took me 7-8 months before, and I can't do it. And I just remember my mates and my mum and being like, go on then, don't do it. Go and sit there, don't do anything, see what happens. I couldn't. It was, I've got to do this. I've got too many people who have helped me and looked after me. I've got too much I've worked for to not get back. And I was just like, okay, let's do the surgery. Let's get it done. Let's make me the strongest version of Grace Clifford we can possibly have, and let me hit the ground running and show everyone what they've been missing. And I'd like to think that's kind of what I've done. It's been 12 weeks since then. I'm finally back in under-20s camp. Molly Lutai, who was literally sat next to me in the crash, I live with her. We've known each other since under-18s, that first season. And to have her walk into camp kind of arm in arm with me, having someone there when I'm twisting and I'm feeling a bit of pain in my hip or something feels off, to have her put her arm around me and be like, don't worry, it's going to be okay. I've been there, I've been through that, was so pivotal. And I can't thank anyone more, the England staff, the Loughborough staff, for all the support to get me now back where I am.
The fact that, three of the players, Molly, Becky and Leah, are already back playing. And for Grace to be at a point now where she's going to be back out there and playing, it's not to be understated. It's close to a miracle from the injuries that she's sustained, and then also the bits and pieces that have come up during her rehab process that I always do. I think the collaborative work that the university has done with the RFU in getting Grace to the point of playing is, you know, it just wouldn't have happened without either party working together as hard as they have done.
I couldn't be prouder of these girls, but also myself and everyone that's helped me along the way. I spoke about the village earlier, but I have had so much support, and through my mum, my dad, my sisters. Like, it's just so big. So for me to feel like I'm getting lifted up by all those people, and now I'm this close from like kind of reaching the tippy top of that, it's surreal. Like, I can't actually put into words how happy I am. I think with Loughborough then, I'm so excited for the season ahead because I've been on the sidelines with them for the past couple seasons, and it just feels like I'm this close because you're on the sideline, and I can't wait to get involved back with the girls, especially with the World Cup coming up. There's going to be so many opportunities for young players like myself, also for my friends. You know, we have such a large student selection pool here. To be able to be a part of that and in with the girls again is going to be amazing. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get back with them.